rainy morning here in Wisconsin. I am at the Wehr Nature Center and we are promoting Reptile Day, which is June 8th here at Wehr. And we are about to go on What is the Wehr Nature Center? What is Reptile Day? Let's talk about that. Good morning, what's happening? That's exactly what the day is about. Reptiles are fascinating animals. They are very important in their ecosystems. They have a very important role to play in their ecosystems. And so the whole purpose of Reptile Day is to have people come and meet reptiles, learn about them through interaction. So it's not just about reading about them in a book. It's about actually meeting them, petting them, interacting with them, and seeing firsthand how just magnificent and incredible that they can be. This is my buddy Ralphie. Ralphie is an Argentine red tegu. They're a lizard that's found in South America. They're also becoming a very popular pet reptile for people. They are large reptiles, but they can be docile. They can be pretty interactive as pets. They are omnivores, which makes feeding them kind of fun because they can eat fruits and veggies from the grocery store as well as eating proteins. And they're pretty sweet. The males get these fascinating cheeks, these jowls that make them really distinct looking, and they're just incredible animals and incredible ambassadors. So, kids can come and interact with Ralphie, they can pet him and meet him and learn about reptiles at the same time. That's usually what happens. Usually the kids are not as squeamish as the adults are. We've grown up, with some fears and biases or whatever, and kids usually don't have those. And so they're pretty excited to meet something new and interact with something new. But I think it's pretty powerful in parents seeing their kids not being afraid. Sometimes parents are like, well, I don't want to be afraid in front of my kids, so I'm going to be brave in front of them. And then they're interacting with snakes and lizards and handling them and learning about them and overcoming those fears, I think sometimes, which is pretty powerful. At Wehr Nature Center, we're gonna have, snakes that are native to Wisconsin, so you can learn not just about reptiles and amphibians from different countries and different parts of the world, but you can learn about reptiles and amphibians that are found in the state of Wisconsin. We have quite a lot of reptiles that are found here, which people don't usually consider. He's gonna get wiggly, I'm gonna set him down.
There. Great job, Ralphie.
That was awesome.
Bill, you are a pro. Okay, Bill, it's going to be live. No pressure now. Chubba, are you ready for your close-up?
First time Chubba's been on TV?
This is her first time on TV.
There we go.
I'm working on it. I'm trying. There we go. This is a boa constrictor. Her name is Chubba. Kind of an unfortunate nickname I named her, and then I never gave her a real name, so we're just Chubba now. She's a 26-year-old boa constrictor. No, I'm not trying to. She can't hear me. Their size, for one, they're very large snakes. She's a huge female. Males don't get quite as big as the females do. And they're alert, they're interactive, they're inquisitive. I think the thing with snakes is most people misunderstand them as being aggressive, wanting to eat people, wanting to hurt people. And that's so far from the truth. Snakes just want to be left alone. They want to have their business minded. They want to eat and survive and not be messed with. And so a lot of their behaviors hissing, striking, or whatever that we see as aggressive or we see as dangerous. It's just them trying to warn us, please leave me alone. I don't want to be messed with. And so I think that's where a lot of our fear comes from. And so coming to the Wehr Nature Center on Sunday, you can learn about these animals, learn about their behaviors, learn about their role in the habitats that they live in, and kind of learn that they're not like these angry, aggressive, man-eating things that we've tend to see them as for a long time. So they can. She won't. Snakes in the wild can. So if you encounter a snake in the wild on a nature walk, it's best to take a couple pictures and leave them alone because they will be defensive and they can bite. They have very sharp teeth. So Chubba here has very sharp teeth that are just used for grabbing her prey and making sure that prey doesn't get away. They use a lot of calories and they burn a lot of energy trying to get their food. And if they miss that meal, who knows when their next meal is going to be. So their eating habits and their teeth especially are so important because they need to grab that meal and not lose it and not, waste all that energy for nothing. But when reptiles are interacted with, when they're kept as pets, and you're socializing them, they don't have their defense mechanisms, they know we're not food, and they can be really gratifying pets when they're socialized and treated respectfully. She is using her tongue to smell. Snakes and reptiles have an organ in their head that it's like an extrasensory smell perception. So when they flick that tongue, they're grabbing scent molecules, and it's just giving them information about the environment. So she's in a new environment. This is her first time on TV. Woo! She's in a new environment, so she's using it to kind of taste the air. Any potential prey, potential predators, any other boa constrictors. It's their way of smelling.
Yeah. Perfect.
That was cool.
Chubba,
you did a good job.
Bill,
Out at the end.
well done, Bill. Woo!
Thank you.
1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna go this way. 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna get a close up of her with you. 1, 2, and 3. Awesome.
That was very cool. I was excited to do that. That little chipmunk was right next to my feet, but he disappeared before I can get a videotape of it. The Wehr Nature Center is in Franklin, Wisconsin. It's just right outside of Milwaukee. It's a beautiful nature center to visit. Howard and his group here do an amazing job, and it's definitely worth a trip. If you're in the Milwaukee area, you probably already know about it. But if you're ever in the Milwaukee area, it's definitely a beautiful trip. There's plenty of trails to walk. There's lots of educational information on the inside. There are herps, so you can find garter snakes, brown snakes, snapping turtles, aquatic turtles. Let me flip this camera around. So Reptile Day is Sunday. It is from 12 to 4. I will be filming there and teaching people about reptiles, and you're probably going to be watching this YouTube video after the fact. Little bit of a shameless plug, but WPS is sponsoring Reptile Day this year. It's a very important event, and previous sponsors had to back out for different reasons. And I love what the Nature Center does. Oh, hold on. Good morning. Gotta get a little video of the turkey. All right, let's go do our magic of video where we can advance a few days and be setting up for Reptile Day. Good morning, we are here for Reptile Day at Wehr Nature Center. It is Sunday morning, we are getting set up, but I wanted to take a break because this rock wall is hibernaculum for garter snakes here, and I've done events where every little crack has had a little garter snake popping out of it. I'm not seeing any this morning, but it's beautiful outside and sunny, and so throughout the day we will come out and see if we can see any little friendly faces peeking out. Smile for YouTube. We're here with Noodle, one of our ambassador pythons. She does an incredible job with education.
I think she was listening to it.
Yay! Thanks for watching her. I know, she's such a sweetheart. She's got such an awesome temperament.
It's supposed to help with
The visuals of
the visuals for the younger kids.
that is so funny. So the little rodent gets swallowed by the snake. That's too funny.
And we've got some all the way down and got the old lump.
Then you got the bump. That's so cool. I love that idea. That is so awesome.